This is the living or sitting room of the 1940s house. It's decorated in a style that was very popular in the late 1930s, Art Deco. The family would have kept the same furniture and decoration throughout the war because furniture, like everything else, was in short supply. The focus of the room was the fireplace, and the open coal fire was the main source of heat when the room would have been cosy and warm when the fire was alight. However, fuel was in short supply during the wartime, and a fuel saving scheme was introduced in 1942, which encouraged householders not to use their fire at all in the summer months and to turn off the lights when not necessary. Children would use the living room or sitting room as a play area rather than their bedrooms during wartime. Pride of place in the living room was the wireless set or radio. The 9 o'clock news was the focus point of the family's listening day and the radio, but there were also comedy programs like Itmar, Happy Drome and High Gang, and more serious programs like the Brains Trust. The family would have also had a record player, or as they were known at the time, gramophones. You had to wind them up yourself, and they played records that were very, very easy to scratch or to break. The records of the time featured stars like Vera Lynn and Glenn Miller and his band. From June 1941 onwards, clothes were rationed, and the public were given 66 coupons to buy their clothes. Clothes rationing continued for the next 8 years. But even before the war, many people had made their own clothes. They were now encouraged by the Board of Trade, the government department that oversaw clothes rationing, to make even more and to use and alter old clothes a lot in a make-do amends scheme. And many found the making of clothes, knitting and darning, a sort of an exercise to while away the long nights of the Blackout. The Blackout had began in Britain on the 1st of September 1939 and continued in some places until VE Day, May 1945. The idea, of course, was to black out all the windows of a house so no lights could be seen by German bombers.